Ooh, hi, my name is Cherie. Well, things did not go as planned, right? Even though last weekend was a totally benevolent, beautiful, calm, and, once you get past the, uh, territorialness of the thing, this couple had came in with 5 85 pounders, right? Different breeds, uh, German and Husky mix, right? And they were all trying to get up on my little puppy, and she wasn't having it, right? And she was struggling so hard and against me. I fell down once. The other times, they kept coming around, you know, uh, causing problems, and I'm trying to tell their owner no. No means no, right? They can't sit up there and say, oh, well, they're just dogs. So this other lady came with her dog, and she was like, yeah, she doesn't understand, her dog is fixed, and for whatever reason, oh shit, now I gotta take her home because her feet, her feet are, her feet are bleeding. Her feet are bleeding. And, I thought it had stopped, but it has not stopped. Now I'm definitely afraid of, she's going to get infected. This is not good. It is not good at all. This is not going the way that I had really wanted it to go. And the first time those dogs came over, the intensity was fierce. They was barking. They was snipping at my dog. One of those dogs had snipped the inner thigh of my puppy. I don't know which one it was, but one of them snipped her inner thigh. And after that, she didn't want none of them touching her, not one. And so but her negligent owners were like, oh, their dog is really nice. And I'm like, yeah, I was gonna get her one of those prong necklaces, because she's not quite socialized, right? And I said the last few times that, I had her out, I fell down. I told him, I said, I'm an older lady, I can't be falling down like that. So, she was listening to me. Then she sort of like, kind of like this ain't gonna end well. I'm telling her, I had this puppy since she was 8 weeks old, right? She just hadn't been socialized to come outside. Meaning that, she'll come out, she'll look at the dogs, maybe even bark, maybe even threaten, right? But as far as getting up on a dog and, actually going to battle, that's what her dog did, right? Because my dog was on the leash at all times. So then while I was talking to this woman, I started seeing that there was blood on the ground. And I'm like, my goodness, see, there's blood here somewhere, And, right? And then the lady pointed at my Gracie's feet and said, oh, it looks like, she hurt one of her feet. Right? And, my heart is in my stomach right now. I can't even tell you how I feel. Right? I can't even tell you how I feel, how scared I am to look at Gracie's feet. Now, when we left the doggy park, we were over at the side where, they were supposed to fetch in the water, right? That's the part that I went to, was over on that side where they fetch in the water, right? And so that's what I was trying to get, Gracie excited about, was getting in the water, maybe learning how to fetch, because it interested her the last week when we came down here. Huh, dog. It did not end up that way. Said, I'm just really, really afraid, to see what's going on with her feet. And she was so, bothered by those dogs, because once one had came over, then all 5 of them came over, right? So I'm gonna call my daughter and see what she says.